Congratulations, Binibining Pilipinas, for 60 years of success in pageantry. Let's talk about their latest edition. My name is Dani. Thank you for joining me for the episode. If you like this content, please subscribe, share the episode with friends, and also if you'd like access to exclusive and extended episodes, then join memberships. This is an incredible pageant, and we have to talk about the legacy first and foremost. I love that at the opening of this show, they sang to all the formers that attended. Absolutely obsessed at the way that they honored these women who have built the legacy, who've really built up this organization through their reigns, through their wins, through their representation of the Philippines. Absolutely obsessed. This is more of what I envisioned for Miss America's 100th year anniversary, frankly. This was my expectation. Okay, now let's also talk about all of their wins. So, couple fun facts. Longest running pageant in Asia. They have had 5 Miss Internationals, 1 Miss Supranational, 2 Miss Intercontinentals, 3 Miss Globes, 4 Miss Universes, which means they have had the most Miss Universes of any Asian country. This is a crazy, insane legacy. So much success here. Overall, the show was fantastic. We saw these great intros of the contestants, and it was kind of giving me a reality TV show, and there was great music, and I was getting amped up watching it. Love the diamond opening number. In fact, their outfits reminded me of the dress I just wore at Supranational, so I was like, look at us. Look at us kind of matching. Also, I just want to say I am so sad that I didn't watch any of the events leading up to finals. It makes me sad, but it was because I've been in Poland and I was at Supranational and there was all these other things going on. So I was really bummed, but the upside of that is I didn't watch anything, so I don't know who any of the favorites are. So I'm going to share with you who stood out to me without favorites. Of course, we also had a lot of other former queens hosting, and you know that I love that. And then I love that before every single segment of this pageant, they did a quick video montage of all the winners of those segments. All of the best in swimsuit, all of the best in gown, all of the onstage questions. I can't even believe. Also, I need to say, love the colors. Love this color on these contestants. Let's do that. Let's choose bright colors that complement everyone more. Let's do that more. I'm going to give you really quick notes on all the ladies for swim because we got to see everybody, and I don't know how the judges were doing it. I don't know how they were narrowing things down because I simply couldn't. Very quickly, I have standouts. Number 1, lots of energy, nice posing. You really gotta go big, honestly, on this big stage. That's the one thing I've noticed with this competition because it's like you gotta project so much. So the things that they're doing on stage are a little bit bigger than things you might see on a smaller stage. So like more exaggerated posing, more turns, more hair flips. It's a lot showier. Then we have number 2, beautiful, nice hair flip in there. Number 3, great spin turn. Love that. Very, very confident like her. Number 5, she was just nailing her poses for me. And then number 9, loved her. The hair, the entire look, the confidence, the poses, obsessed. For me, number 10, solid, confident, great walk, great posing. Number 11, wow. Wow. The opening facial, she was immediately a standout for me right here. The skin is glistening. I was obsessed. Number 13, so pretty. So pretty on stage. I did feel like the poses could be a little bit smoother. Number 14, I love the walk, love the energy, and like, wow, with the hair flip, she wowed me. And then number 15, that last look over the shoulder for me was everything. That last little moment, wow. Number 16, love the bounce. Love the flip. She was kind of giving me Venezuela with those curls. I really liked it though. I was loving it. By the time I got to 17, I was like, I love everybody though. I really do. I love everyone, and it was too hard to choose, and it was even difficult for me to be nitpicky about stuff. It was tough. Number 20, another great opening hair flip. I love that. It really draws attention to you. Very confident smile too. I have to say, didn't look nervous. The smile seemed genuine. And then 21, face. Beautiful face, great walk, great energy. I liked her. Number 23, very pretty. Nice posing transitions too. I love a smooth pose transition. Number 24, nice opening turn. That's how I felt. I loved her. I loved her already at that point. I was like, I don't know what else you're gonna bring, but I already am in love. And then number 25 had some great poses. And honestly, it's hard to do. How do you get this creative when there's this many contestants? It's tough. Number 26, she really, really showed up for the 60th. She really did. She was like, I'm here and you're gonna know about it. Number 30 was like killing her performance, like absolutely fantastic. And she's reminding me of somebody, but I can't remember who. If you know, please comment. Number 32 at this point, I was like, I don't know what to do. I should have watched pre-events because I have no clue who has been doing well. I don't know anything about these ladies. What a mess I was. Now she had lots of confidence. I did think that the transitions could have been better, but I still liked her. She's still on my list. Number 34, very controlled. Like, I feel like she was holding back a little bit, but it was clean. So I was like, I like this. Now, on the opposite end, number 36, I was like, wow, very pretty, but I wanted her to reel things in a little bit, a little cleaner. And then number 38, she hit those poses. Nailed them. 39, good job hitting the poses and finishing with a smile. Loved it. Number 40, I was like, oh, okay, who are you? And the over-the-shoulder look with the smile, she was just nailing it here for me. Nailing it. Stunning. Now, everybody also gets to compete in gown, and here is where I feel like there was a line in the sand. It was almost like some of the contestants were self-eliminating with their gown choice. That's what I felt, honestly. Number 1, great gown on her, and I just love the overall image. I do think that the gown was a little bit long though, and it just didn't really allow her to walk as well as she could have. Like, she still did great, but I was like, ooh, that needed to be brought up at least an inch. But beautiful, love the gown choice. Number 2, love this gown on her as well. Really, really pretty. I like that it flowed and she moved very easily in it. Number 6, beautiful gown, I must say, but I think that she walked a little bit too fast. Number 7, really nice performance, but I did want her hair back for this, for the styling. Just pull it back. Number 8, I really have to say, I love the little arm attachments. It's very ballroom, but I like it. Number 9, I love the blush pink gown. I love it. There's something about these pink gowns in recent years that I've just been obsessed with. Number 10, incredible gown on her. She looked great. I just wish she would relax the facials a little bit more. Number 11, I was like, wow, I love this entire look. Please advance. Please go forward. You would get a great score from me. Number 13, so elegant. Love the sleeves. Love the sleeves. I love a sleeve gown in pageantry. I really do. I won in one once. A gown with sleeves. Number 14, amazing gown. Loved the pose. Number 15, nice little spin turn here. You don't really see that for gown very much, but I wish that she just didn't flip the head. Number 17 was really pretty, but she did seem a little bit rushed. I noticed that towards the end, it just felt like they were announcing the next girl very quickly, like they were moving on. And so I do wish every contestant had a little bit more time. Same note for number 19, did well, but got rushed. Number 21. I was like, wow, gown, okay. And because there was so much going on, I liked that the styling was minimal. It made a lot of sense, and I loved her smile. Number 22, how beautiful was she with her hair up? This was a look. This was a look, and it caught my attention. And number 34, I was like, okay, Pia. Okay, Pia in the blue. All right, I love this shade of blue. This looked incredible on her with her dark hair, and I love the styling. She looked wealthy. She looked wealthy in her diamonds. It was like the right amount, not too much, perfect amount. I loved her. Number 26, really pretty gown on her, nice turn and nice pose. She was just nailing it. Number 30, gorgeous, gorgeous gown. And I was like, okay, queen, working it with these gloves and the chiffon, the pink, beautiful. The fingerless gloves are a big trend this year, I must say. Number 32 for me was just so elegant. So elegant. I love that. I love that for evening gown. I love that for her. Number 33 did well, but it was interesting to see that the gown that she wore was different than her photo that they projected, and most of the contestants wore the same gown in their photo. I wonder what happened. Number 34, I was pretty mixed on this gown, but I still liked her confidence. So it was tough for me. Number 36, my note, I was like ravishing in red. Love the sleeves, love the poses, love her. Number 38, I feel like she could have done this gown and it would have come across better without the red, without the extra red piece. I was like, because if you really look at her walk and her performance, it's nice. Number 39, incredible construction on this gown. Obsessed, obsessed. It made her stand out, made her look incredible on stage, and she walked very well in it. Number 40 really lucked out because she was the last one, so she wasn't rushed. So she got this slow turn on stage. I really feel like it helped her. And it ended up being a great advantage. The other thing I want to mention about this pageant is I love a good cash prize. Come on, who doesn't? And I love that even if you don't win the ultimate title, or titles I should say, you still get some money out of this, and I feel like it's fantastic. Now, 2 special awards I want to mention and point out were Best in Swim and Best in Gown. They went to number 40. So historically in this pageant, a lot of their winners overall win Best in Swim and then go on to win one of the titles. Has this happened before though, where somebody has won Best in Swim and Best in Gown? Very curious, because that's phenomenal. She's gonna be very memorable. Next, they narrowed it down to a top 15, and I don't even know what to say. All of the top 15 got a question and got to answer that question, and they were so phenomenal. I'll talk about a couple favorites here. So number 36, she was asked, tonight we have the honor of being joined by amazing queens of Binibining Pilipinas. What are the qualities of a Binibining Pilipina that sets her apart from other beauty pageant candidates? And I thought her answer was really smart. She talked about the work that she does in her community, and then she wraps it up by saying, I think a Binibining Pilipina queen is someone who invites everyone to promote sustainable development, dignity, and social justice for the marginalized sector of the community, to regain the hope they once had. Now, I do want to bring something up. There was one contestant asked about what physical asset do you have that should make you win tonight, and she answered the question, but then she didn't mention a physical asset, and then Gloria Diaz followed up and she's like, so what physical asset? And then the contestant was like, well, I'm beautiful. And I was like, oh my gosh. Now, the contestant was lucky because most of the time a judge won't even follow up. They're just going to be like, well, you didn't answer the question, and that's affecting your score. And now I'm a real big Gloria fan. Real big. There were a couple of questions too during the night that clearly had to do with current events in the Philippines that I am not well versed on, but I will say that when the contestants answered, I do feel like that sounds like a very relevant answer and that you're in the know, and I felt like it was a really good answer. So 26 was one of them. She was asked, if you can speak to the fishermen risking their lives at the West Philippine Sea, what would you tell them? And she says, I would tell them not to lose hope. She trusts in their political leaders and they will pursue dialogue over division. And so she just like was very well spoken there. And then number 11, if you could have a conversation with any past Binibining Filipino winner, who will it be and what advice would you seek from her? And then she talked about Samantha Bernardo and then her own journey. And I like how she's self-described, and she said that she is a woman of action. She also shared about working in the Air Force and that her mission is to uplift the youth of the next generation. And she says, wherever the crown will bring me, I am surely ready for my destiny. And I loved that. Number 14, I want to mention her. If you could invite any historical figure to be a judge at this pageant's 60th year celebration, who would it be and what unique perspective do you hope he or she will bring? And she said Simone de Beauvoir, who is a French writer and a feminist. She's the most influential figure to me. She says, as an advocate against violence against women and children, we women have the most right to be powerful and lead an entire army. I want to see the strong women versions of this generation. Thank you very much. And so I just thought that, you know, she wasn't stumped. She had a historical figure that she wanted to invite, and I thought it was great. 21 also had a very socially relevant answer. They asked, if you were given 30 minutes to talk to the public, what would you talk about? And then she brought up a recent bill that was passed, and you could tell everybody was like, wow, 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 like well done, well done. And I'm not familiar with the bill, but I like that she was bringing up something current. Number 40 was asked, if a time machine brings you back to 1964, 60 years ago when Binibining Pilipinas began, what message would you tell the Filipino women of that time about the women of 2024? She says, I will tell to the women of the past that we have achieved our goal, which is to empower women. Standing here at 17, I started to finance my own studies and help my family. I was able to do this because of all the women who paved the way to empower us to always reach our goals. In life, we can always achieve our dreams as long as we can believe in them, and thanks to all of them. Yes, 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 with this entire answer. I loved it. I loved it. I love that she shared something positive about the women of today. I love that she shared about herself and how she is an empowered woman. Brilliant. Number 30, a candidate has to devote time to joining this competition. How well have you managed your time and balanced your other life's duties with the demands of this pageant? And love this. She said, I'm a dentist, I'm a business owner, and a Binibining Pilipina for the second time around. So how I manage my time, I get it from my purpose. I got it from my heart. I really want to contribute to the 60 glorious years of Binibining Pilipinas, and that's how I manage my time with the demands of Binibining. And I am ready. After all that, as a Binibining Pilipina, that's what I aspire to be, with a heart for the community. Just really well done here. She shared a little bit about herself, and I just love how she said she's excited about contributing to the 60-year legacy. I thought that was beautiful. Number one, I really loved her answer. I thought she was so likable, and I feel like this can be a tough question for a lot of contestants. They asked her, a study has found the Philippines laughs the most on a certain social media platform. What made you laugh recently? And she says, I'm a really bubbly person. I'm so genuine and so grateful that any simple joke can make me laugh. It greatly reflects my personality. I'm very appreciative. And then she talked about not just, I don't think I got the wording correct, not just the things will change, but how we see things will also change based on our outlook. And it's so true. And this one was tough, but I really like how she self-described, and then she took the opportunity to share about herself, but then that really matched up with her delivery. So it felt so sincere, and that's why I really liked it. But at this point I was like, I have no idea. I really wasn't sure. I could see it going a bunch of different ways, but I had a few favorites. 11, 21, 40, and 30 were my personal standouts, and the results were second runner-up went to number 30, first runner-up went to number 10. So she wasn't in my final favorites, but I had a feeling that she would go home with something because she was getting a lot of special awards, and I was like, I think they really love her. And I have to say, her gown was phenomenal. I love this gown. It was one of my favorites. Then we have our Miss Globe, and that went to number 21. And then Miss International was number 40. So that to me kind of was no surprise after she went home with the best swim and evening gown. I was like, okay, that makes a lot of sense. And my picks, even though I didn't follow, were pretty spot on. Honestly, I was absolutely shocked that my tops were 11, 21, 40, and 30. I was just off between 10 and 11. So anyways, the ladies did a fantastic job. Congratulations to the 60th anniversary queen. Fun fact, her name is Mirna, and the first ever Binibining Pilipina was also named Mirna, and I love that they shared that at the pageant. It was so fun. This one was such a fun one to watch. Oh gosh, I wish I could be there one day. I believe it. Thank you so much for watching the episode, though. I hope that you enjoyed the 60th anniversary coverage of this one, and that you check out my other recaps and my vlogs as well. I feel like everybody misses out on those, and I share so many fun adventures and so much behind the scenes of like pageants and travel and life. So check those out too. Thank you very much for joining me though, and I hope to see you very soon.